I never imagined that journeying into my heart could become my strength and superpower. I work a job which is so intense and so fast and so high powered every single day, meetings upon meetings and so many things I have to manage. And I've been taught that you do that all from the mind. And, you have to have your to-do list and you have to go, and by the end of the day, I'm drained. But there is this source of power within my heart that I didn't even know could be tapped into. I heard about heart math a few years ago when I'd attended all kinds of self-development trainings, and in business they always talk about heart coherence and heart math as a science. And I thought that was very interesting. I've had the heart math monitor for a while, where you work with the rhythmic breath. Now this course covers the heart math and the coherence, but it takes it so many stages further of so many methods to get into your heart, stay in your heart every day, and that be your baseline. And from there, the clarity of thought you get, the way you can plan, the way you can be creative, the ideas, the manifestation capacity is literally unlimited. And Ashley and Eloise deliver this in such a way which is so loving and heart-centered, so they're already transferring that heart energy to you anyway to really get in there. But they give all these different methods that can speak to anyone. If you've got a really strong mind like I have, they can really satisfy the needs of my mind. Somebody who's very in flow with life, it satisfies that need as well. But either way, whichever way you get in, it's the same outcome, because this is where our superpower is. I mean, there's one thing that we say as a joke of, where does energy come from? And people say, food. It's like, it doesn't come from food. You eat and you're tired, right? That's not where energy comes from. Or it comes from, sleep. I mean, how many of you have had 12 hours sleep and woken up tired still? That's not where energy comes from. There's one place that energy comes from, and that's passion and drive and love, and that's all heart. So anyone who wants to superpower any part of their life, love, business, home, family, just generally living every day, feeling a little bit drained, a little bit disconnected, a little bit out of line, this is the course. And you don't have to have any religious, spiritual training, background, healing. No, it's none of that. It's accessible for every single human, because it is our right to be in our heart. So I'm blown away. Thank you so much, Eloise and Ashley, for everything you put into delivering the courses to perfection. They have such high standards. It's such a pleasure to work with them. And I'd recommend anyone do this course, honestly.
It's a gift. Thank you.
It's a gift.
What brought me to Journeys into the Heart was I'm reviewing it, but I did this over a year ago and I just wanted to do more of it. That's the main reason. And what did I enjoy most? Well, forgive me. I enjoyed most, quite apart from the exercises, the sheer experience of being taught by Ashley and Eloise. There are many people who set themselves up as leaders, gurus, instructors, or what have you, in matters spiritual and non-spiritual. But very few, in my experience in this realm, have decades of experience behind them. Decades and investment of thousands, tens of thousands of pounds, maybe hundreds of thousands of pounds in acquiring it, living it, practicing it, and showing others. And that is, dare I say, priceless. So their combination of wisdom, humanity, and love, and the ability to instruct, is without peer. So that's the main reason I'm here.
I think the name itself is profound. It's called Journeys into the Heart, and what Ashley and Louise do together is kind of magic, and they have the capacity to really reach within the heart, and the heart of themselves, and the heart of love. And I think that really vibrates into my heart and those that were here. I think the inner path is so profound, and Eloise has this capacity to really resonate. I'm thinking about that wonderful Sufi dance, and as I put my back to her back and resonated with, the vibrancy of energy of time in now, and time in dream time, and time in transformational kind of longevity. So that's something I really remember, the Sufi dance. And I think, well, there are so many things I could choose, but what Ashley did with the concentration method and that mantra, that prayer, I will remember that. So I would say, if you have an opportunity, resonate into this and come here, and you won't forget it. Enjoy the resonance of the heart with Ashley and Louise.
Not an easy question to answer because there have been so many lovely experiences over the 2 days. It's been a real treat for myself. From starting with all the omming, I'd never actually done it for as long as we did, so that was a really wonderful experience. And then experiencing nearly every exercise. There've been a few that I've struggled with a little bit because I am a little bit, get a bit confused about the left and the right and things like that. But once I got them, they were just so easy. And there are some really super easy ones that I've really loved. Just being able to drop into the heart and feel that bliss. And Eloise and Ashley were really supportive in everything and really explained everything, demonstrated things for us. So patient with me when I was mixing my left and my right and giving me permission to be me. And overall it's just been a blissful weekend, and I'm looking forward to doing something else in the future because it's been so good. And I've really enjoyed nurturing myself, and I've got lots of techniques to take away and to keep on doing that nurturing and getting into the heart, being in the bliss and creating from that space. And there's a few things I want to create, so that's good. So yes, that's...
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say what brilliant teachers Eloise and Ashley are. They're always worth a trip back to Glastonbury because it's a magical experience to be around these guys. So what have I learnt and incorporated into my life? So it's a constant practice, daily practice of journeying into the heart and operating from that space in all aspects. So as a result, I don't get frustrated or stressed out by other people. It's just as it is. And I have this huge and amazing connection with nature on a daily basis. And I'm just a really happy, rounded person. And so I wanted more. And here I am for the second time. How's that? Is that now?
Heart consciousness for me it's the bigger awareness. We have a mind in our mind field, and when people communicate, a lot of the time they're communicating with the mind. I'll speak to you from the mind, you'll receive me from the mind. When I'm working in my heart, we connect in the heart. When we connect in the heart, we're connecting all of us in our totality. All of our senses become alive, so we're more empathic. We can feel, we can sense more. We're just more awakened, we're more intuitive, and we communicate on many different levels when we're working from the heart. And this is why animals and things, they work in the heart field, is why, if you're in your heart, even wild animals don't sense danger from you. They become safe in your environment. Babies, you look at babies, their energy is very soft, it's very loving. They're in their hearts. Young children, they're in their hearts. Which is why, it's just such, when you're around babies, people just go all cooey. It's because they're heart energy. So if we can remain in our hearts, that's living the dream, isn't it?
I think so.
Mm.